So if somebody wants to reach at the
Hmm.
position that you are right
Hmm.
now, how much time would they take
Hmm.
in today's era और क्या उनका रोड मैप रहेगा?
First is develop analytic skills. हमारे टाइम में we used to do it in the hard way. आज AI है आपको help करने के लिए. आज there's so much of information at your fingertip.
What is the right path and the right way to approach NASSCOM and apply for a job?
If we have to hire people, एक चीज हमेशा मैं पूछता हूँ.
आपके पास पूरे इंडिया के स्टार्टअप्स का डेटा है?
जी 35,000 कंपनीज का डेटा है.
Wow.
ये 35,000 कंपनीज पिछले 5-6 साल में अराउंड $64 बिलियन इन्वेस्टमेंट रेज किया है.
What are the challenges that these tech startups are actually facing?
How do you manage your work in this kind of an environment? I think that will be a very important skill. If you look at customers of BlueSmart, they are the most happiest customers that I have seen, right? That is something that all startups should aspire to. Ki how do you make your customers really love you?
हमें GDP increase करना है by some percentage very quickly as per the survey. How can we contribute और हमें क्या करना चाहिए?
2047 का जो हम विकसित भारत का जो एस्पिरेशन है हमारा, what makes it little bit complex is.
Hello guys, I'm back again with another exciting episode on Pitch and Hire. And before I introduce you today with our today's guest, सबसे पहले मैं आपको थैंक यू बोलना चाहती हूँ कि share a lot of love on our videos, उसको एंड तक देखने के लिए और सीखने के लिए. इसके अलावा जब भी मैं किसी गेस्ट को इनवाइट करती हूँ, मेरे दो ही विजन रहते हैं, लर्निंग एंड स्किल डेवलपमेंट, और जो मेरी और आपकी दोनों की हो रही है. एंड इफ यू आर लाइकिंग आवर वीडियोस, प्लीज मेक श्योर कि आप हमारी वीडियोस पे बहुत सारा प्यार बरसाएं. और आज की वीडियो जो है वो भी बहुत ज्यादा इंसाइटफुल होने वाली है क्योंकि वी हैव द गेस्ट डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम NASSCOM, Mr. Achyuta Ghosh. He has 20 plus years of experience and he has been working with NASSCOM for quite some time in the insights domain. So वो सारे आपको नंबर्स बताने वाले हैं कि आपको क्या सर्वे करने की जरूरत है जब आप कोई स्टार्टअप रेडी करने वाले हैं, क्या ही आपको सीखना चाहिए, क्या आपको टेक केयर करना चाहिए, क्या आप गलतियां कर रहे हैं और कैसे आप फंडिंग उठा सकते हैं मार्केट में. हाउ कैन यू एसोसिएट योरसेल्फ विद द बिग ब्रांड्स. हम सारी बड़ी क्वेश्चन उनसे पूछेंगे और वो भी आपको बहुत सारे इंसाइट्स देने वाले हैं. सो गाइस, let's not wait and let's move forward to meet him and to talk to him. So first of all, Achyuta, thank you so much for taking time and coming here. और आज हम बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आपके ऊपर थ्रो करने वाले हैं about NASSCOM, about you, about your experience, about the roadmap. So let's get started. So thank you first of all.
थैंक यू वान्या फॉर इनवाइटिंग मी इस एपिसोड में, आपके पॉडकास्ट में. मैं काफी दिन से आने का कोशिश कर रहा था. इट वाज नॉट अलाइनिंग, बट जब when stars align things happen. So happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Right. I can understand. To start with, सबसे पहले हम आपकी जर्नी से ही थोड़ा सा स्टार्ट करेंगे. You have 20 plus years of experience, of course, and you have been working with NASSCOM for quite some time.
Yeah.
So आज का जो जमाना और आपका जमाना था, obviously आपका मेरा तो थोड़ा सा तो डिफरेंस है, and आज का बहुत फास्ट पेस्ड लाइफ है. So if somebody wants to reach at the position that you are right now, how much time would they take in today's era और क्या उनका रोड मैप रहेगा?
बहुत अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. एंड मुझे आज के जनरेशन के शूज़ में फिट करना है और फिर सोचना है कि हाउ इट वर्क्स, बिकॉज वो जो सोचते हैं, वो जो करते हैं अलग है कंपेयर टू व्हाट वी वेंट थ्रू. फॉर एग्जांपल मेरे केस में आई एम एन इंजीनियर, इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर हूँ मैं, विद पावर सिस्टम्स का बैकग्राउंड है. पर मैंने कभी पावर सिस्टम पे कुछ नहीं किया है. ठीक है, इंजीनियरिंग किया तभी तो आईटी का रिवोल्यूशन हुआ नहीं था, जॉब्स वर नॉट देयर, एवरीबडी डिड एन एमबीए. सो आई आल्सो डिड एन एमबीए फ्रॉम यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ बॉम्बे. एंड देन ट्विन टावर्स हैपेंड जस्ट अ ईयर बिफोर दैट. ट्विन टावर हुआ, जॉब सारे उड़ गए थे. देन आई गॉट इनटू अ सेल्स प्रोफाइल इनिशियली, एंड माय फर्स्ट job was selling computers. And computers were not small at that time. Computers were big, and we used to carry computers मुंबई के लोकल ट्रेन में कंधे में लेके जाते थे. And that was हमारा पहला job, right? I mean, very taxing, very tough. And then I moved into research. मेरे को हमेशा analysis पसंद था, numbers को analyze करना, patterns निकालना. It came naturally to me. I don't know, I mean, why it was, but वो एक मेरा skill था. एंड व्हेन ये अपॉर्चुनिटी मिला फ्रॉस्ट एंड सलीवन करके कंपनी में, जहाँ चेन्नई में जाना पड़ा, ऐसे लोग फाइन चलो चेन्नई चलते हैं, इडली डोसा खाएंगे. एंड इट वाज अ वेरी गुड एक्सपीरियंस फॉर मी, बिकॉज वहाँ पे मैंने कंपनी सेट किया. आई वाज वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट एम्प्लॉयज इन दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. इट वाज एन एमएनसी, इंडिया में वो पहली बार सेट हो रहे थे. और रोल ऐसा था कि आप 6 महीना यूएस में जाओगे, डेटा कलेक्ट करोगे और उसको फिर आके इंडिया में एनालाइज करोगे. सो इट वाज अ गुड थिंग, ग्लोबल प्रोफाइल वगैरह था. फिर वहाँ से मैं जी में गया. जी वाज ऑल्सो अ लॉट ऑफ एनालिसिस रिलेटेड वर्क. सो बेसिकली एनालिसिस एक स्किल था मेरे में, इनेट स्किल था. नंबर्स और नंबर्स को फिर इनसाइट्स में बदलना, इंग्लिश में, टू क्लाइंट्स, ग्लोबल क्लाइंट्स, इंडियन क्लाइंट्स, सबके लिए. दैट वाज देयर. सो जी में गया मैं. जी से मैं WNS गया. WNS से मैं फर्स्ट इन NASSCOM में आया 2008 में. मेरे NASCOM में आते ही सत्यम हो गया और ग्लोबल फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस हो गया.
Oh.
So, market completely disappeared and things were very tough in 2008, 2009. Then slowly we build up our base. हमने काफ़ी analysis किया, forecasting model बनाया, partners को engage किया, क्योंकि हम तो सब कुछ नहीं कर सकते, right? We have to really look at who is best at doing certain things and try to get that from others. तो वो ecosystem बनाया. And my first stint in NASSCOM was between 2008 to 2016. 8 years I was there. फिर मैंने पूरा वो जो research setup जो NASSCOM का है वो मैंने पूरा set किया उस time में. And I was already head of research at that time.
Wow.
After 3-4 years in NASSCOM, I took that role 2010 onwards. So I was head of research. But डिफरेंस क्या था कि तभी ना टेक्नोलॉजी बड़ा इजी था वानिया जी. तभी आईटी था, आईटी सर्विसेज था, बीपीओ था, इंजीनियरिंग था, प्रोडक्ट्स था. There was no cloud, there was no AI, there was no SaaS also,
Right.
there was no analytics, there was no IoT, blockchain, quantum, right? And आज का दुनिया बहुत ही
And
complicated है.
people had patience back then.
People had patience, exactly. People had patience back then, and it was focused, right? You take 3 or 4 areas और उसमें से आप 4 कंपनी से बात कर लो, आपको अच्छा आइडिया मिल जाएगा. अभी इतना वैरायटी है, right? मार्केट में it is very difficult to really come to terms with the amount of information and have the confidence कि हाँ मैं जानता हूँ सब इस मार्केट के बारे में. So अभी काफी कॉम्प्लिकेट हो गया है. हमारे till 2016 it was easy. Then 16 को I moved to Ford. There was a role where उन्होंने बोला था कि mobility business build करो Ford Motors के लिए, and I did that. 3 साल मैंने वहाँ पे काम किया, फिर से चेन्नई गया था. But then Ford जब exit हो गया, मैं वापस NASSCOM में आ गया, and again I built the research function into where it is today. Earlier it was a cost center, today is a profit center. So we have made that shift. तो वो P&L बना के उसको आगे किया है. आज के जनरेशन के लिए अगर कोई टिप्स है to do this, first is develop analytic skills. Now हमारे टाइम में वी यूज्ड टू डू इट इन द हार्ड वे, एक्सेल एनालाइज करो, ये करो. आज एआई है आपको हेल्प करने के लिए, ठीक है. आज देयर इज सो मच ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एट योर फिंगर टिप्स. हमारे टाइम में वो भी नहीं था, गूगल भी नहीं था उस टाइम में. सो वी डिड दैट द हार्ड वे. हम लोग जैसा किसी से बात करें, आप जैसे वानिया, इफ यू आर एन एक्सपर्ट इन अ पर्टिकुलर एरिया, आई वुड टॉक टू यू, आई वुड इंटरव्यू यू. वो टेप करते थे हम लोग, ठीक है. वो टेप जो होता था ना पुराना वाला, टेप करते थे, फिर वो टेप को हम सुनते थे, सुन के ट्रांसक्राइब करते थे, फिर उसको एनालाइज करते थे. आज के दिन में जूम में या टीम्स में ऑटोमेटिक ट्रांसक्रिप्शन है, रिकॉर्डिंग है, आपको ये सब करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. सो दैट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प पीपल मूव फास्टर, राइट? एंड इफ आई टुक 15 years to be where I am, I think today's generation can easily cut it down by 5 or 10 years if they kind of focus on building core analysis skills, because tools आपके पास है, data आपके पास है, उसको आप यूज कैसे करोगे, that is the most important piece. Imagination होना चाहिए लोगों में कि how do you imagine something like this can happen, and then you move forward. So I think those are 2-3 things which this generation can really look at, and then the thirst for learning has to be there. मेरे line में I read for 3 hours a day. कुछ भी हो जाए, जितना भी काम मेरे plate में है, I have to dedicate 3 hours a day just to read, just to be updated with what's happening all around me, just to be there. तो दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच हैज टू बी देयर. दैट पेशेंस चाहिए लोगों में कि हाँ मेरे को 3 घंटा बिताना है पढ़ने के लिए, उसके बाद में जो करना है मैं करूंगा. तो आई थिंक दैट पेशेंस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड एज एयरटेल सेज दिस इज अ इम्पेशेंट जनरेशन. आई थिंक दैट्स समथिंग दैट हैज टू बी एड्रेस्ड.
या फेयर. सो आप प्लीज हमें थोड़ा सा NASSCOM के बारे में बताइए. एंड इट इज डेफिनेटली a dream company for a lot of people who would want to apply there, who would want to get a job in NASSCOM. So what is the right path and the right way to approach NASSCOM and apply for a job there? And what kind of jobs does NASSCOM have?
So you'll have to be cognizant of the fact that NASSCOM is a very small company. Okay, we represent the entire tech industry. The tech industry India में 280 billion dollar की industry है. उस industry को NASSCOM represent करता है. So we are the trade body and all the companies are members of NASSCOM. 3,500 companies, tech companies जो है वो NASSCOM के members हैं, right? And we represent their interest. उनको कुछ चाहिए, उनको help करना है, whatever needs that they have. So NASSCOM में क्या क्या होता है? NASSCOM में insights, research जो मैंने बताया, जो हम करते हैं वो होता है. Events होता है all over the year, different cities में events होते हैं जहाँ पे लोगों को बुलाया जाता है, important themes discuss किए जाते हैं, right? And consensus building होता है. लोगों में एक idea होता है कि हाँ ये हो रहा है, and they learn from those places. Then we shape policies. We have a policy team. The policy team works with national government, state government, and international governments to shape policy around technology. तो वो policy team है. Then we have an entrepreneurship arm. It's called 10,000 Startups. Earlier it was called 10,000 Startups. Today it's called the Deep Tech Initiative. That is all about startups, and we can go deeper into the next questions around it. Then we have another arm which is into CSR. It's called the NASSCOM Foundation. So we work with technology companies and try to use their CSR funds to fund CSR projects all across India. We have a data security arm called DSCI, which is all about building the data security practices in India. Then we also do a Center of Excellence kind of initiative where we हम लोग end users और startups को साथ लेके co-create करते हैं solutions. तो बहुत कुछ NASSCOM करता है.
But managing with such a small staff.
Yeah, with NASSCOM is about 200-250 people. But if you add all the sister organizations together, DSCI, Future Skills, we have a skilling arm called Future Skills. I'll touch upon that also later on. So मिला के around 500-600 लोग होंगे. So it's a small organization, but because we are a communications organization, we have seen a lot, we have heard a lot, and we hire very selectively. But if we have to hire people, एक चीज हमेशा मैं पूछता हूँ, तो मैं अगर कोई पोजीशन ओपन करता हूँ, usually for each position I open, I get about 250 to 300 resumes. वो आते हैं, उसके बाद हमको छानना पड़ता है, and then we try to see fit in a not-for-profit kind of a mindset. We are a not-for-profit. We are not a profit or margin-oriented organization, right? तो not-for-profit में हम ये देखते हैं कि the person who's applying, उसको देश के लिए contribution करने के लिए कितना, how much urge is there, right? You contribute for yourself, you contribute for the organization, and then you have the country at the end of it, the industry and the country. वो हमको गॉच करना पड़ता है कि do we see that fire कि I want to.
So you are saying कि जैसे soldiers देश के लिए कुछ कर रहे हैं, हम भी टेक्नोलॉजी के थ्रू देश के लिए कुछ कर सकते हैं.
थोड़ा बहुत वैसे, exactly. That's a good analogy that you said. But we want people who look at contributing, think beyond themselves कि हाँ मेरा growth, मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ. More than that, how can I make the industry bigger? How can I make our country better? I think that is one piece that I specifically look for.
Okay. So when you joined NASSCOM, what kind of questions were asked from you?
So a very interesting question. When I joined NASSCOM, the president of NASSCOM was Mr. Som Mittal, and he had also recently joined. 2008 की बात कर रहा हूँ, शुरू में जब मैं ज्वाइन किया था. और सोम बहुत बात करते हैं, और हमारे HR हेड जो उस टाइम में थे, उन्होंने बोला था सोम को बात करने दीजिए. So that was a secret. So मैंने सोम को बहुत बात करने दिया. So he asked me questions, he gave the answers also himself. And I said, nice, yes. Nice, yes. But I had a previous interview with my hiring manager, Amit Nivsarkar, who was the the vice president who hired me. And since I was not coming from the tech industry, I was Indian tech industry, मैं दूसरे industry से आ रहा था, उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि okay fine, I won't quiz you on what is the tech industry all about. वो तो तुम वेबसाइट देख के तुम बता दोगे. तुम बताओ तुम्हारा फेवरेट टॉपिक क्या है. तो मैंने बोला गाड़ी. I love cars. And then he said okay fine, let's do a market analysis of the automotive industry in India. तो उसी पे हमारा 1-1.5 घंटे का चर्चा चला, because he was also interested in that.
And that's why you
yes, and then he
joined Ford also in between.
हाँ, because in GE also, in GE I was in GE Fleet Services, which was also an automotive business. और उन्होंने फिर बोला मुझे अब गाड़ी बेचो, कौन सा मुझे खरीदना चाहिए. So once I analyzed the market for him, then I analyzed his needs, and then I said okay, with your needs, these are the 5 things that are 5 options that are good for you. उस 5 में से मेरा प्रेफरेंस ये है. उन्होंने जाके वही खरीदा. So that was my first feeling that yes, what I have done is
उनका डबल खर्चा करा दिया. आपको जॉब देकर भी उनको गाड़ी भी दिलवा दी आपने.
अरे उनको गाड़ी दिलवाने के बाद उनका प्रमोशन हो गया, उनको डबल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी मिल गया. तो ऐसा बोलो, आई वाज लकी फॉर हिम.
वाह, लुक एट द ब्राइट साइड. ओके, सो मूविंग फॉरवर्ड, अच्युता प्लीज बताइए कि स्टार्टअप इंडस्ट्री कैसे NASSCOM से एसोसिएटेड होती है, एंड हाउ डज NASSCOM चूज कि कौन से स्टार्टप्स को वो फंड करेंगे या फिर एसोसिएट होंगे उनसे.
सो स्टार्टअप्स आर अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ NASSCOM. इनफैक्ट 2012-13 में NASSCOM ने चालू किया द स्टार्टअप इनिशिएटिव. इट वाज कॉल्ड 10,000 स्टार्टअप्स. और वाई 10,000 स्टार्टअप्स, हमारा एम था कि इंडिया में हम 10,000 स्टार्टअप्स को पैदा करेंगे और we'll create that. And startups is a term that started at that time, 2011-12 people started talking about startups. तो कैसा किया हमने एक प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया. उस प्रोग्राम में NASSCOM was part of it, Google was part of it, and we created this plan on what the startup program should be all about. And then we initiated 10,000 startups. उसका पहला स्टेप था कि हम incubators provide करेंगे all over the country. and that is what we did at the start of the initiative. We worked with all state governments, different state governments. In fact, Noida में भी हमारा एक incubator है, गुड़गांव में एक incubator है, आपका बैंगलोर में एक है, कोलकाता में एक है, वाइजैक में एक है, गांधीनगर में. A lot of places we have got incubators and accelerators. So we worked with the state governments to establish an incubator server, because that's the first thing that a startup needs. Right? I have an idea, but how do I make my idea into a product? What is the support ecosystem required?
And
so
you get this funding from the government for this.
yeah, and we get funding from the government, and we set that up. Now it is not only about setting up building and giving seats to them, saying that जाओ यहाँ पे क्या काम करो, ठीक है, हमको उनका पूरा ecosystem बना के देना है, and that is where we help. So then we went out to the industry and said we want leaders to come and mentor these startups. So that's the next step, right? And then we got the industry leaders to come and start mentoring the startups, helping them grow, finding opportunities for them to get into business or scale up.
But उस time में तो ये चीज बड़ी मुश्किल रही होगी.
हाँ, तो उस time में it was very difficult. It was a new area. But the good part was the private sector soon started catching up, because a lot of VCs, investors, they started looking at this as a good opportunity. कि हाँ, there is opportunity. इतने global startups में इतना valuations है. India में we start low and then we can actually get good returns. And a lot of the problems that the startups in India are solving are India problems. अगर आप 1.4 billion लोगों के लिए आप solve कर सकते हो, आप बाकी 8 billion लोगों के लिए भी solve कर सकते हो. But अगर आप यूएस के 300 मिलियन लोगों के लिए सॉल्व कर, दैट डजंट मीन योर सॉल्यूशन इज एप्लीकेबल इन इंडिया और अफ्रीका और एपैक और एनी अदर प्लेस, राइट? सो आई थिंक मास मार्केट जो है, तो देन कंपनी स्टार्टेड, लॉट ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट स्टार्टेड गेटिंग इन एंड सेइंग दैट ओके फाइन, आई विल आल्सो सेट अप माय इंक्यूबेटर एक्सेलरेटर. माइक्रोसॉफ्ट इज अ गुड एग्जांपल, दैट गूगल इज अ ग्रेट एग्जांपल, दैट उनसे उनके साथ हम काम करेंगे. और क्वेश्चन बड़ा इजी था इनके लिए कि at what stage do I add value to the startup?
Right.
आपका अगर कोई startup है वहाँ, if a Google or a Microsoft comes, they will ask you questions to understand कि वो क्या कर सकते हैं आपके लिए. And then, of course, what you can do for them, that is obviously there, whether it is just a simple partnership, right? Or it is equity investment, or it is, taking you to different markets, right? Or acquiring you for that matter, right? All those options remain very open. आज अगर आप देखें overall startup industry India में, हम tech startups को count करते हैं. Tech startups is about 32 to 35,000 का range है हमारा. हम जो सोचते हैं कि इंडिया में इतने सारे हैं. Last year around 2000 tech startups established हुए. ये जो 32 to 35,000 tech startups है, उनमें से 4000 is deep tech startups. Deep tech startups are startups which are using very high deep tech, portions, whether it's cyber security, AI, IoT, blockchain, it is highly deep tech.
आप बोल रहे हैं कि आपके पास पूरे इंडिया के स्टार्टअप्स का डेटा है?
जी, 35,000 कंपनीज का डेटा है. एंड देन 35,000 में से 4,000 डीप टेक कंपनीज है. ये 35,000 कंपनीज पिछले 5-6 साल में अराउंड $64 बिलियन इन्वेस्टमेंट रेज किया है, क्यूमुलेटिव इन्वेस्टमेंट ओवर द लास्ट 5 years. और दिस इंक्लूड्स द कोविड ईयर जहाँ पे कुछ हुआ नहीं था, राइट? एंड इफ यू लुक एट यूनिकॉर्न्स, ऑलमोस्ट 80 of them are unicorns, valued at $1 billion.
Lots of unicorns are there in India now.
Yeah, 80 of them are unicorns and 27 startups have created IPOs. तो वो पब्लिक कंपनी बन गए पिछले 5-6 साल में. So that's also a very good example that the startups वो अभी startups नहीं रहे. There is a path to it, and they have become profitable corporations, and that is the goal, that is the aspiration which actually drives the remaining 35,000 कि हम भी वो बन जाएंगे.
But sir, एक न्यूज़ मैंने पढ़ा था थोड़े दिन पहले कि certain number of startups are closing every month or every week. So what is that number?
So startup, देखिए, there's no fixed number around it. Every year startups open up, startup close down, right? It's not that इस साल ही मैंने open किया, इसी साल में close down करूँगा. हो सकता है 5 साल पहले वो लोग open हुए, business नहीं चला है, it closes down. So in the startup mortality rate जो बोलते हैं, that is always there. In fact, during COVID and all, it was very high, right? It was very high during those 6 months. A lot of startups had challenges.
Right.
In fact, they reached out to us and we created a lot of research to say, hey, we have to support the startups extra in this time. Bigger companies can still survive, but smaller companies are facing a big challenge. So that was there. So startup mortality is something which is a facet of life for this industry. इसमें कुछ कर नहीं सकते.
So startup has to get a funding approved from NASSCOM.
So NASSCOM देखिए फंडिंग नहीं करता है, ठीक है. NASSCOM एक स्टार्टअप प्रोग्राम रन करता है, ठीक है, विच इज द NASSCOM डीप टेक प्रोग्राम. NASSCOM डीप टेक प्रोग्राम 4-5 चीज करती है. एक है जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर देना स्टार्टअप्स को, दैट इंक्यूबेटर पीस दैट आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट, इंक्यूबेटर एक्सेलरेटर जो है वो देना. सेकंड इज उनको मार्केट एक्सेस प्रोवाइड करना. तो हम क्या करते हैं, हम स्टार्टअप्स को ग्लोबली लेके जाते हैं, हम
हम्म।
यूएस लेके जाते हैं, हम मिडल ईस्ट लेके जाते हैं, हम यूरोप लेके जाते हैं। उसके लिए हम इनवाइट करते हैं एप्लीकेशंस कि भैया आप आके अप्लाई करो, एंड इफ यू आर मीटिंग द कट, द काइंड ऑफ इन्वेस्टर्स और पीपल दैट आई हैव प्लान्ड इन द मीटिंग, आपका अगर फिट है आप वहाँ पे आ सकते हो हमारे साथ। सो वी
And is
गिव
it
देम,
paid? Does NASCOM charge for it?
I think it's a nominal amount, and I don't think it's much anyways. And so then second is market access. Third is we have something called as the Deep Tech Club. Deep Tech Club क्या है? It is a group of leaders who have come together who mentor startups. तो उसके भी nominations चलते हैं कि if you have a solution, a startup, if you have a good idea, you apply to the Deep Tech Club, and the Deep Tech Club feels that they can add value to you. वो उनको club में ले लेते हैं. Then we run this thing called Emerge 50. Awards करते हैं, हर साल करते हैं.
Okay.
We reward or award 50 of the top startups in India, deep tech startups in India. That's also a big recognition for them. एक बार Emerge 50 आ गया तो उनको काफी visibility मिल जाता है. Every year I do an annual tech startup report. Every alternate year I do a biennial deep tech startup report. उसमें भी हम काफी startups को feature करते हैं, और वो जब investors के पास जाता है, across the world distribute होता है, काफी visibility मिल जाती है. So all these things kind of help. And then what we've also done is we've created some working groups for startups. Startup का main problem क्या है? उनको IP awareness नहीं मालूम, patents बनाना है, IP create करना उनको पता नहीं है, और पता नहीं है तो उनको लगता है कि ये तो 5-10 साल का process है, I wouldn't want to get in. So we have created a working group around that. We have created a working group on talent. A lot of startups can't attract good people because they can't pay well, right? So how do they build skills internally? So we run skill development program for startups specifically. उसके लिए भी एक working group बना हुआ है. Market access के बारे में मैंने बात किया है. Then IP creation I've already spoken to you about. Patient capital, that's another big thing, Vanya, right? You want an investor who's going to be patient with you. ऐसा नहीं है कि 6 महीने में आपको बोलेगा अभी मेरा रिटर्न नहीं मिल रहा है, नहीं मैंने जो सोचा था वो नहीं हो रहा है. You want in India it's a little bit more crucial because your average ticket sizes are small, and then they want money back. If you take a bigger a chunk of money, you can actually spend it and use it for a long term growth. So I think because the ticket sizes are small and because the people and investors are not very patient, so that's another. So we have tried to create a track around patient capital.
Wow.
So and then we've got leaders who are driving it. I'm doing the research for them, whatever research is required, and then we try to work with different stakeholders, government or industry, who to really make this live into action.
Wow.
So I think all these things happen from a startup perspective in NASCOM, and all the teams in NASCOM work together to deliver this. We have a front end deep tech team, वो team तो है, पर policy आ जाती है, research आ जाता है, events आ जाता है काम करने के लिए, communications आ जाता है काम करने के लिए, because once we've created that, how do you tell the story outside? So all of NASCOM comes together to drive any initiative in NASCOM, even the startup initiative.
Wow. Nice to know that. So एक layman terms में आप मुझे step by step ये बता दीजिए कि if I am the starter, like as a pigeon hire, if I want to get myself enrolled in NASCOM for this program, so क्या वो step by step guide होगी, क्या मुझे steps follow करने होंगे, कोई form भरना होगा, कहीं site पे available है?
हाँ, तो देखिए time bound process है. We invite nominations. We say okay fine, you want to come in and apply, you can apply.
So it is there on the website.
Yeah, it's there on the website. You have to keep in mind that we only take tech startups. Okay, it's not general food delivery and all those things. वो वाले वैसे नहीं है. Technology has to be strong.
But food delivery also have technology these
नहीं,
days.
हाँ, वो obviously they use that, but that's a difference. That a food delivery startup is an e-commerce startup. They use technology, but the technology is not the core piece for their solution.
You are saying you are focusing only on the softwares.
हाँ, उनका फूड डिलीवरी का फोकस क्या है? खाना पहुंचाना आपको टाइम पे. They may be using analytics to try to understand कि आपको क्या पसंद है, जो आपको शाम को 7 बजे एक अलर्ट आता है आपके फोन में, right? Notification. They know what you like, right? And then they will send it. They use analytics to do that, but that is not core to them. हम लोग जो करते हैं, we try to look at technology solutions as the focus. So I think that's one piece that we look at. You can apply there, and then what do you need? From either you need market access, you need infrastructure support, you need to be a part of the Deep Tech Club, you need to be in Emerge, you need to be featured in research, right? All those things we discuss and figure out कि कौन सा क्या है, and then we try to get them together into any of our initiatives. So I think it's a customized approach.
Program Startup Mahakumbh जो अभी हुआ था, did you attend that?
Yes, in fact Startup Mahakumbh में हमने अपना startup report launch किया इस बार का. तो Startup Mahakumbh में we had our own stall. We had NASSCOM was actually part of, we had our own hall and we had our own stall over there, and we invited 70 of our startups to come and showcase their
nice.
products and solutions over there. So it was a very good experience. And Startup Mahakumbh में हमने अपना startup report भी launch किया. इनफैक्ट वो पहले launch होने वाला था, but because महाकुंभ होने वाला था, हमने बोला नहीं नहीं चलो रुकते हैं. Otherwise January February में हम launch कर देते हैं हमारा 2024 report. Then ठीक है, अप्रैल में महाकुंभ हो रहा है, let's go and launch it over there. So we did launch it there, and it got a lot of traction. So
Wow.
it was a very good experience, and I hope that every year this happens. In fact, there was an interview that I gave to media, and they were asking ki what's next. तो मैंने बोला this can actually can it attract an international audience? अभी इंडिया में it is very popular, but how can we get the global audience to be here to really enjoy the entire startup showcase that India is creating? अभी maybe 5% of the audience was global. How can we make it 50%? So I think that's the challenge.
Nice.
जैसे CEX वगैरह है, CES है, and it's an international event. How can this become another international event?
Right. Okay, so you have been in NASSCOM for almost 8 years again, right?
14 years in two
In
stints.
total, but then there was a break, but then you joined again.
Yeah.
So I want to know about the analytics of last 5 years about the startups. What are the challenges that these tech startups are actually facing?
So challenges ना same ही है, order change हो जाता है. ठीक है, that's the thing that we keep seeing in startups. Earlier startups used to have a challenge of business fundamentals. वो पैसे रेस करेंगे, but वो revenues में translate नहीं हो रहा था, वो margins profits में translate नहीं हो रहा था, and that was their prime concern at that time. Today, most of the startups we feel have tightened up. They're no longer, they're more focused on the fundamentals. कि हाँ यार, startup करना है, company बनाना है, सबसे पहले धंधा को ठीक रखना है, right? I think that is a very good shift that I have seen in India. That has actually come down a little bit if you see from a number 1 challenge to maybe number 3 or 4. Today the number 1 challenge is again patient capital. Our problem क्या है इंडिया में, domestic capital उतना नहीं है. अभी भी foreign capital ही आता है. Indian investors, though there are a lot of Indian investors, the ticket sizes are very very small.
Very small.
And Indian investor में वो risk appetite उतना नहीं है.
Actually, the problem I think ये है, as a startup founder, लोग Indian VCs के पास इसलिए नहीं जाना चाहते क्योंकि उन लोगों को ज़्यादा equity चाहिए होती है.
अच्छा.
They want more skin in the game.
And foreign investors are not like that.
They probably would agree to a little bit funding. I mean, obviously you know better than me.
I think I've seen both sides of the story, but my issue is that in the domestic capital is not that strong. And I think that is something, and I
they
think
don't want to take risk as well, like you mentioned.
Yeah, not risk averse है, and even though आप रास्ते में अगर average Indian को देखो, रास्ता क्रॉस करते हैं, उनको कुछ रिस्क नहीं है.
Actually,
राइट भी नहीं देखेंगे, लेफ्ट नहीं देखेंगे, सीधा क्रॉस करेंगे.
सेफ प्ले करना चाहते हैं इंडिया में.
Yeah.
और आपने स्टार्टअप महाकुंभ की ही बात है, जब स्नैक्स के ऊपर पैसा लगाना बंद करो, कुछ अपनी इंडिया के बारे में सोचो. इनफैक्ट
उसी पॉइंट पे, नॉट उसी पॉइंट पे, बट आई थिंक दैट वाज समथिंग दैट हिट मी दैट डे आल्सो. तो हमने एक रिपोर्ट रिसेंटली निकाला है, वानी जी, एंड आई विल शेयर दैट रिपोर्ट विद यू. इट इज कॉल्ड फ्रॉम कन्वीनियंस टू इन्वेंशन. उसमें हमने क्या किया, मोस्ट ऑफ अस फील कि स्टार्टअप्स कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं हमारे डे टू डे लाइफ्स में, राइट? हमारे घर पे खाना पहुंचा देते हैं, या शॉपिंग इजी हो जाता है, और टैक्सी आ जाती है जब भी आप बटन दबाओ. तो दोज आर कमर्शियल एप्लीकेशंस डे टू डे जो है, यू डोंट फील कि, बट व्हाट वी फोकस्ड ऑन इज स्टार्टअप्स हु आर एक्चुअली कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टू नेशन बिल्डिंग, देश को बनाने में. नेशन बिल्डिंग में क्या आता है, आप अगर यूएन एसडीजी गोल्स देखोगे तो देयर इज नेशनल सिक्योरिटी, देयर इज फूड सिक्योरिटी, देयर इज डिजिटल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, देयर इज फिजिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, साइबर सिक्योरिटी, all those things included, which is basically, if you look at Viksit Bharat and all the plans that we have, right, कि 30 trillion economy होना चाहिए 2047 तक, and that means that हम लोगों को 10%, 9 से 10% every year GDP को grow करना पड़ेगा. और हम किस रेट पे grow कर रहे हैं, 6 से 7% पे grow कर रहे हैं, right? So 6 to 7 has to go to 10 to 12, 10 to 11 very quickly, over the next 20, if we are supposed to hit our 2023, 2047 का जो target है. Startups will have a big role to play. Without startups coming in, only OEMs, PSUs, or the enterprises will not be able to do. So उस रिपोर्ट में हमने 70-75 ऐसे स्टार्टअप्स को हाईलाइट किया है जो देश को बनाने में they're already doing a lot of work. Most people wouldn't know because they are not consumer brands. They are in production. They're working with, say, defense. They're working with, say, government on specific applications, and we have highlighted that, saying that no, खाना या taxi is not the only thing the startups
And
are
are
doing.
they also using AI?
Of course. I mean, in fact, आज के market में the interesting fact is, Vanya, that if you do not have AI in your solution, आपको funding ही नहीं मिलेगी.
फंडिंग ही नहीं मिली.
ठीक है.
Problem ये
तो 85% of organizations, startups which raised funding last year, 2024 में, had AI solutions. So 15% was non-AI, but 85% AI था. So just imagine the market shift, and it's like people may not even consider you in case you do not have something AI. So AI has become fundamental. जैसा cloud fundamental हो गया. एक ज़माने में हम cloud को emerging tech सोचते थे, right? 10 साल पहले कि अरे ये तो emerging tech है. Today you cannot even think of a solution without cloud.
True.
So cloud has become fundamental. In another 2 to 3 years, AI will also become a fundamental layer.
सर्वर्स भी आप अगर आप देखें कितने कॉम्पैक्ट हो गए हैं क्लाउड के.
Yeah, exactly.
पहले तो इतना बड़ा होता था, इतना वास्ट करता था. I remember.
Yeah. Exactly, technology will always get better and better, right? So I think that is always there. So just to answer that, ऐसा नहीं है कि हमारे startups कुछ कर नहीं रहे, बहुत कुछ कर रहे, हमको दिखता नहीं है. We probably don't see it in a day-to-day wise. And that's the reason we created the studies.
हमें दिखता है सिर्फ Zomato, Swiggy, Uber, Ola.
Exactly. But that is not a definition of a startup industry. It's
And
not very fair.
And this is not the definition of future also.
It's not the future, and our future is bright. We have a lot of companies. But problems जो है ना, वहाँ पे government has to really step in. Patient capital का जो problem है, right? I don't think retail investors will ever have that risk-taking ability, especially on startups. I mean, I don't know whether I'm sure you would have a portfolio, you're investing in mutual funds and all, but how many of people would be investing in startups and thinking, क्या हो सकता है, क्या नहीं हो सकता? बहुत कम लोग हैं, right? And that's where government has to step in. In fact, for deep tech, जहाँ पे काफी लंबा डेवलपमेंट टाइम चाहिए, राइट? आपको सोल्यूशन दिखेगा ही नहीं, 5 साल 6 साल तक डेवलपमेंट चलेगा, टेस्टिंग चलेगा, रिफाइनमेंट चलेगा, उसके बाद मार्केट एक्सेस होगा, राइट? सो इट विल टेक टाइम. सो यू नीड द गवर्नमेंट टू रियली स्टेप इन एंड रियली गेट इन एंड इन्वेस्ट एंड मेक इंडिया स्टार्टअप नेशन, स्पेशली इन a situation where AI will actually make the overall job market very different, the overall the way you work very different. I am a big fan of micro entrepreneurship ki AI ke wajah se na many people will probably not look at this 9 to 6 job which I am used to, right, or anybody else is used to. हमारे generation तो सोच नहीं सकता है शायद, but आजकल के generation में we did some interviews with colleges and all, we spoke to students. Colleges बोलते हैं कि आजकल students are ready to take on a gig opportunity because one person can work on 4 different projects for 4 different companies and take 4 different types of learning. आपने learning वाला point बोला था कि starting में कि when you said कि मुझे जो 20 साल लगा, आज के generation में कितना लगेगा, मैं वो mentality से नहीं आया हूँ, but आज के generation में वो mentality है कि मैं
एक और बात आपको माननी पड़ेगी, वो 4 प्रोजेक्ट ले तो लेंगे, उनको 4 प्रोजेक्ट का पैसा भी उतना ही चाहिए.
हाँ, वो भी चाहिए. नहीं, money is very important because they are the instant gratification generation and travel करना है, experiences लेना है, right? All those things are there, and that is there. So that is the first thing that we have seen, and then the second part is entrepreneurship. A lot of the students are willing first second year में चालू कर रहे हैं, the companies that they want to build. In fact, I went to last year I went to Bhubaneswar and I met the founder of IG Drones, and he started in second year engineering, and today he has a 200 crore company which is doing government and defense contracts and making drones for civil and as well as defense uses. तो कहाँ उसने सेकंड ईयर में चालू कर दिया, बोला दो लोग मिले, एक ही रूम में हम रूम पार्टनर थे, बन गई कंपनी हमारी. And today he is like 27-28 years old and he is running a 200 crore company. So there's a lot of these inspirational stories which our generation wouldn't probably see, but today's generation, it is everybody is doing something or the other, and that's because learning knowledge is at their fingertips, examples are there to emulate, saying that अच्छा ये कर सकता है तो हम भी कर सकते हैं, and the overall ecosystem has matured a lot. True. So I think ये सब चीजें तो अच्छे ही हुए हैं हमारे startup ecosystem में.
No, it's actually, I mean, we are moving towards the future generation. So obviously वो evolve हो रहा है, बेहतर हो रहा है, better हो रहा है. लेकिन इट्स अप टू अस कि हम उसको कैसे अपॉर्चुनिटी को ले रहे हैं.
एब्सोल्युटली, इट्स अप टू अस ऑन हाउ.
किसी के लिए वो आपदा हो जाती है, किसी के लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी हो जाती है.
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली, एंड आई थिंक दैट्स समथिंग दैट दिस जनरेशन विल हैव टू रियली वर्क इट आउट कि हाउ डू दे बैलेंस देयर एस्पिरेशंस वर्सेस what's happening all around, and work with that, because we will be facing a very different environment in the next 4 to 5 years, and especially अभी तारीफ लग रहा है, पता नहीं कब क्या होने वाला है. हमारा काम फोरकास्टिंग है, इतना डिफिकल्ट हो गया. पहले तो हम 5 साल 10 साल का फोरकास्ट करते थे, अभी तो 3 महीने का भी करने मुश्किल हो जाता है.
Because things are changing so
Yeah,
quickly.
exactly. So on 2nd I think April he said there'll be तारीख 7 तारीख को बोला उन्होंने, फिर नहीं
फिर
करेंगे,
different
थोड़ा
हो.
90 days का हम गैप
हाँ.
देंगे, ये देंगे. So things change, right? So I think we have to be flexible, we have to be adaptable,
Right.
and keep that in mind.
सर आपने इतना टेक्नोलॉजी की बात किया,
हम्म.
इंडियन कंपनीज के बारे में बात
हम्म.
किया. यस, हमारी इंडिया में कंपनीज हैं, TCS, इन्फोसिस
हम्म.
एंड ऑल दैट, बट फिर भी जो फैंग मैंग है वो तो ग्लोबल है. तो
हम्म.
कब हम इंडिया का गूगल बना पाएंगे?
I think this is a question शायद गूगल भी आंसर नहीं कर पाएगा. Google has more than 10,000 people in India, but I think they will also still struggle to answer that. देखिए, इंडिया का गूगल
Should we say these companies are just originated in other countries but still dependent on India?
they are dependent on India for people, intellect, talent. Definitely, India is a big market for Google for their ad businesses and all. A lot of their R&D software development happens out of India. So I think that's definitely my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law work in Google. They were here in India. They moved to San Francisco some years ago. So India ties are very strong. I think more than Google, Apple, India में ना product mindset is not that strong. We have a services mindset, right? And our economy is also largely services. 54-55% of our economy is services oriented today. And we are a services mentality, right? So you have a TCS, which more than 5 lakh people who, it's one second largest company when it comes to IT services. You have Infosys, you have Wipro, you have HCL. They're great at what they do, which is core services. Products is something which is something that I think the Americans have perfected. Some Europeans have perfected. And grown, but I think Indian companies, but you see, with AI coming in, and maybe आपके पुराने दूसरे पॉडकास्ट में भी ये बात हुआ रहेगा कि we are moving into a hybrid environment, जहाँ पे lines blur हो रहे हैं, क्या सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट है, क्या सर्विस है, वो मिक्स हो रहा है. So today everybody is calling about services as a software. और सर्विस सॉफ्टवेयर क्या होता है? ये एजेंट्स होता है. सॉफ्टवेयर सर्विस पहले था. सॉफ्टवेयर को आप पर यूसेज जो आप करोगे उसके हिसाब से पे करोगे. आप 1 घंटे यूज करोगे तो 1 घंटे का पेमेंट करोगे. सो दैट इज सॉफ्टवेयर एज अ सर्विस. बट सर्विस एज अ सॉफ्टवेयर इज the service is basically a human being and an AI agent. AI agent जो अगर होगा, जो आपका AI वर्कफ्लो सोल्यूशन होगा, वो दोनों मिलके मैंने सर्विस करेंगे, पर उसको आप सॉफ्टवेयर के हिसाब से बिल करोगे, पे करोगे, ये करोगे. So I think that is the way we are looking at it. And as we move towards the future, you, I, all of us will have to learn to work with software as your buddy. बैठा है हमारे साथ काम कर रहा है, मैं थोड़ा करूंगा, वो थोड़ा करेगा, वैसा करके. And you will manage softwares, right? You will manage a set of agents. You may not manage people. ठीक है, आप शायद people manage और करोगे, शायद 1-2 people करोगे, पर आपके साथ एक 20 agent भी रहेगा. So how do you distribute work? What is the human being going to do? What agent going to do? Agents, maybe there will be some families. There will be a master agent which controls 3 agents. There will be individual agents. जो एक agent होगा. हाँ, there will be hierarchy as well. हाँ, पता नहीं वो promotion के लिए आप लड़ाई करेंगे कि नहीं कुछ दिन बाद, वो मुझे मालूम नहीं.
You never know.
but how do you manage your work in this kind of an environment? I think that will be a very important skill for us to understand. And ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ tech industry का problem है. Every industry is a tech industry, Vanya ji, right? So today, even in NASSCOM, right, many of the new companies who are members of NASSCOM are really tech organizations like banks or hospitals who say that I want to join NASSCOM to really learn how to really be great at tech. I want to join the family and collaborate, learn from everybody else. True. To see how can I become the best when it comes to technology. वही होने वाला है. Every industry will be tech enabled. Every industry will be tech focused going forward. So it will not be कि tech industry में ही नौकरी ढूंढना है. ये सब industries are all there for you to go, and they're well paying. They're giving you good career growth. They're giving you good opportunities out there. So I think that is always there. But how do you manage this transition? From a human-led delivery to human plus robot-led delivery. In fact, one of our projects, हम हर 5 साल ना McKinsey के साथ काम करते हैं to look at the future of technology services industry. Last we did was in 2020-2021 जब COVID हुआ था, और अभी हम next वाला कर रहे हैं. We are trying to see how 2030 will look like, and we feel 2030 में maybe almost a quarter of our output effort will be done by agents.
Your job is not in safe hands.
No, but see, that doesn't see it has its own positives, right? If you are using agents and they're working 24/7, right, it allows you to price yourself lower.
True.
And if it allows you to price yourself lower, it allows you to reach to people who were not your customers earlier, who couldn't afford you as a customer. You could price yourself a lot better.
Right.
मार्केट एक्सपेंशन होगा वैसा. जो लोग पहले फ्रेंचाइजर्स थे, यू नो, दे वर नॉट कमिंग इन, एंड दोज हु वर सेइंग नहीं मैं इतना ही खर्च कर सकता हूँ, अभी उनको दिखेगा ठीक है मैं थोड़ा और दे दूँ तो मुझे इतना कुछ मिलेगा, राइट? सो आई थिंक दैट इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी देयर. सो द मार्केट एक्सपेंशन विल डेफिनेटली हैपन, एंड दैट आई फील विल बी द पॉजिटिव, एंड दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई वी फील कि द टेक इंडस्ट्री विल कंटिन्यू टू ग्रो going forward. So the blurring of lines, software, जो आज software providers है,
yeah.
right? You look at a Salesforce, or you look at you know, an Oracle and all. There's software providers, and then there's a services pie. Services pie में हम TCS, Infosys, Wipro अच्छा खेलते हैं. But these two lines will blur, and then suddenly the software pie will also be opened up. Even Salesforce आप देखिए, they've really invested in agentic AI. They've created Agentforce, which is their agentic AI solution. And even though they're a leader in their segment, they are happy to disrupt themselves,
right,
rather than wait for somebody else to disrupt them, right? So I think it's a good thing to happen.
Correct. Should we say the founders these days are a little bit confused? उनके अंदर ज़ील है कि कुछ करना है, फिर वो मार्केट में आ जाते हैं, फिर उनका वो चलता नहीं, फिर उनको लगता है हिट एंड ट्रायल करो. So did you see these kind of things?
I think पहले ये होता था काफी, अभी थोड़ा कम हुआ है, because now people learn from others' mistakes. मम्मी बोलती थी ना आपको कि आप क्यों गिर रहे हो, देखो वो बच्चा गिर गया, आप समझो कि वहाँ पे गड्ढा है, वहाँ नहीं जाना.
पहले लोग अपना फेलियर स्टोरी शेयर नहीं करते थे, आजकल लोग फेलियर स्टोरीज भी
exactly, that's a very good point. It's a very good point that today now nobody is afraid to share stories of their failure,
right?
Because it's all learning, right?
Everything is exposed of Blue Smart, but still the founders are standing straight and backing themselves up.
So they're backing because they had a good product all this time. Right. I mean, if you look at customers of Blue Smart, they are the most happiest customers that I have seen, right? And ultimately that is what matters. You look at an Uber customer, a Ola customer, and a Blue Smart customer. I have a couple of people who were regular users of Blue Smart, and they used to swear by the services because they would never reject. Once they've taken an order, they will not call back and say nahi bhai ye cancel karo karke, right? And that is the ethos that was there, right? So I think they built a good solution. Unfortunately back end mein jo hua but the brand loyalty for that brand is very strong. And I think that is something that all startups should aspire to. Ki how do you make your customers really love you? I think that's the big one.
True. So as the youth of India, and you said हमें GDP increase करना है by some percentage very quickly as per the surveys. So how can we contribute और हमें क्या करना चाहिए?
So देखिए 2047 का जो हम विकसित भारत का जो एस्पिरेशन है हमारा, हमारे मोदी जी ने जैसा बताया है, you know, this is something that we have to do. हमारा per capita income has to grow by 7x from now. अभी $3,000 है, उसको I think वो $18,000-20,000 करना पड़ेगा. And your overall GDP growth rate has to grow by about 9 to 10x. 9 से 10 गुना, 4 ट्रिलियन हुआ है, 4 ट्रिलियन का 30 ट्रिलियन करना पड़ेगा. So it's quite an ask, but it's not that it has not been achieved. So if you look at Taiwan, you look at China, you look at some of the other countries, Vietnam, right? They have managed to sustain this growth rate of 10% plus for more than 10-20 years. So ऐसा नहीं है कि हम नहीं कर सकते. There are countries who have done that, right? Of course, market conditions were different. China का growth तभी हुआ जब entire manufacturing started shifting there in the late 80s, early 90s. You know, that's where most of the thing happened. Japan में भी हुआ था. Post-war जब growth हुआ था, when you know it rebuilt itself, it grew at about 10% plus for a long time. So it's not that 10% plus growth rate is impossible. But what makes it a little bit complex is हमारा देश काफी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, काफी कॉम्प्लेक्स है, बड़ा है, प्रॉब्लम्स भी बहुत सारे हैं, राइट? वी आर अ डेमोक्रेसी, वी डू सो मेनी थिंग्स, वी हैव सो मेनी वॉइसेस, एवरीबॉडी हैज एन ओपिनियन, राइट? एंड वी हैव चैलेंजेस, वेदर इट्स वेदर, पोल्यूशन, वेदर इट इज borders, right? All those things are there. So I think we have to be cognizant of that. But what we see startups के लिए, I think healthcare huge area of investment, because हम काफी पीछे है दुनिया से. हेल्थकेयर अगर आप देखें इंडिया में, if you look at patient per doctors per patient or hospital beds per patient, India is way behind everybody from any other country. हेल्थकेयर में AI का बहुत बड़ा रोल हो सकता है to make healthcare more accessible.
Japan is already doing all this stuff.
Yeah, Japan is way ahead, right? And AI can make healthcare more accessible to people. Many people in cities have access, but if you go to rural areas, they don't have access. How do you make it, accessible? Is getting it available, doing it cheaper, right? Available at a lower cost so that people can consume it. So technology will have a big role to play in AI. Mobility में, right? Clean mobility. India में pollution इतना high है, so whether it is EVs, whether it is any other technologies that is there, right? Space tech. A lot of startups today are working on space tech, and they're working with government and defense organizations. In that report also we have highlighted national security mein space tech ko as an area. Agri-tech, right? Agriculture mein there's so much of wastage in India. And given that we want to be exporter of agri products going forward, that is one of the aims to achieve that 2030 2047 vision. वहाँ पे भी startups का role बहुत strong होगा to make it sustainable. Sustainability itself is a big area of interest for India. So I think there's so many areas that startups can really make a difference. It's just that I think we have to put our heads together, identify what is our core strength, हमारा core strength क्या है as a startup, as a vision क्या है, business problem क्या है, what business problem we want to solve. And it's good that you pick unique problems rather than say what Vanya has picked or what Achyuta has picked. Me too बनने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. If you can pick something which you see as a unique problem and then build a solution around it, I think the ecosystem has developed enough to really support you. And in the next few years, it will get even better. It won't get worse. So that's one way to look at it.
So at some point of time, all the startups would want to get associated or do partnership with the big firms, enterprises. So how can they prepare themselves to do the same?
So interesting question. Last year, a couple of years back, we did a study on open innovation. Open innovation is all about free-flowing innovation, partnerships between all stakeholders in the market. So whether it is enterprises, academia, government, startups, they all work together hand in hand. उसमें बड़ा interesting statistic था Vanya. One was that startups who collaborate with academia, with enterprises, they actually grow 1.5x faster because of the growth that they get.
Right.
And enterprises who work with startups, they are able to innovate 25% faster than enterprises who don't work with startups. So in a way, it's a win-win situation for both sides, right? Enterprises के लिए भी, startups के लिए भी. Startups को भी visibility मिलता है, उनको enterprises का जो mentality है, access जो है clients को, वो सब मिल जाता है. It becomes better. And the way the startup approaches a problem, a very cost-efficient, time-efficient manner as compared to how enterprises operate in a slightly more longer bureaucratic manner. Those two things cancel each other, and you actually do a good one over there. Sure. I think for startups, they have to really look at a couple of things. One is on how do you basically look at the low hanging fruit first. Sometimes हमको क्या लगता है, हमको बड़ी problem solve करनी है, but sometimes to gain confidence, look at what is the smaller problem to solve, which you can quickly solve to create trust and say कि हाँ हमने किया है, ये वाला हमने break किया है आपके लिए. Once you do that, organizations, enterprises also give you the confidence to take on bigger challenges. Right. Sometimes we start with a big problem, start with a smaller problem, I would think, and then go bigger. Second is, don't limit yourself to say only enterprises or only one company or two companies. Expand. You go to trade bodies such as NASSCOM, you go to government and see whether they can support you in what you're doing. You go to enterprise, you go to SMBs, right? You go to VCs. So use the ecosystem to your advantage. Don't only have this one trick card saying that मुझे एक ही angle से try करना है, एक ही college में, एक ही academy में, एक ही enterprise में जाना है, और वो नहीं हुआ तो my world has gone for a toss. I think some of those things would be very important because it is a win-win and organizations understand that. ऐसा नहीं है कि organizations understand नहीं करते हैं. Most people understand that, but there are constraints in working with startups, right? कुछ procurement norms होते हैं जो कि startups के startups can't compete over there. IP becomes another issue, right? Where does the IP belong to, and all that. So I think when we tried to acquire, when I was at Ford, we tried to acquire a couple of startups. एक तो हो गया था ठीक ठाक से, पर दूसरे में we got into negotiations, and then they kept increasing their valuations and said नहीं अभी इतना. Then we realized that they didn't want to sell. And then we wasted time, they also wasted time. But I think some of these things you have to be very focused on, what is your win. Sometimes we feel that I want a little bit more, right? And that's why I feel that a small problem usko solve karo sabse pehle. Build your confidence and build trust on the other side, and then things start moving very quickly.
True. So please tell us how can educational institutions and industry can work together to prepare the future, better future work.
Oh, I think this is very, very important. I think industry, academia collaboration is going to be the key to really make the Indian talent stand out. I mean, हम कभी बोलते थे कि इंडिया में talent बहुत है, and we always used to say कि इतने सारे engineers है, इतने सारे non-engineers है, right? But you know, a lot of the companies they always used to say कि नहीं, we can't hire, ये skill चाहिए, वो skill चाहिए. So what we have seen is companies adopting colleges. ये वाला जो ट्रेंड है ये पिछले 5-6 साल से चालू हुआ है, और पहले इट वाज ओनली लार्ज कंपनीज डूइंग इट बिकॉज उनके बहुत सारे कैंपसेस पे जाते थे, हायर करते थे, यू नो, ट्रेन द ट्रेनर होता था, करिकुलम में चेंजेस होते थे, इंटर्नशिप अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलते थे, राइट? देन सो बेसिकली दैट वाज देयर, बट नाउ वी सी अ लॉट ऑफ स्मॉलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस आर डूइंग इट, वी सी स्टार्टअप्स डूइंग इट,
राइट?
बिकॉज उनको भी स्पेशलाइज्ड टैलेंट चाहिए. एंड टुडे colleges also feel कि no, I won't only consider companies who hire 300 people from me. If this company is going to hire 10 people, 30 people, 5 people, also that becomes an important customer for me to really customize the skills. What people are looking for, industry is looking for, are two sets of skills. Technical skills is a hygiene factor today. Okay, if you are an engineer, you should be knowing the software, you know, things that are software packages or software, you know, skills that are there. What they're looking at is one, domain knowledge. Right? So if you are getting into banking or you want to create a career in banking, what can you bring to the table even before you pass out? You know,
right.
Do you understand American banking systems? Do you understand European banking systems? Right? So I think that is domain is becoming very important. For a BPO company, लोग बोलेंगे कि तुमको FNA आता है कि नहीं, तुमको HRO आता है कि नहीं, procurement आता है कि नहीं. So I think those things become very important. The second type of skills is your soft skills, and soft skills में problem solving, analytic skills, even writing emails in a nice manner. Right? Have you seen how, you know, communication is very different in this generation versus what is expected outside. In fact, there are a lot of companies which have come up. उनका काम ये है कि कॉलेजेस के साथ बैठ के वो कॉलेजेस या कंपनीज के साथ बैठ के वो जो न्यू बैच जो होगा उनको ये सब चीजों में ट्रेन करेगा.
But actually colleges these days are actually adapting these things.
Yes, they are
organizing guest lectures.
Yes.
और proper उन्होंने, like I recently attended this ECEL of one college wherein I had to judge the business plan of students, and I was like, seriously, they have the business plan already in first year, second year, they're coming up with the whole setup as well. So I was like, wow, I mean, college was helping them throughout it.
In fact, we are pushing out a research report later on, early next month, which is going to talk about 10 things that we see, you know, how the academia is changing to be in sync with the time and demands of the current, you know, workforce and population. And what we see is some of these things, right? You know, in fact, a lot of these courses today have become hybrid. So you have humanities plus science put together, engineering plus arts put together, right? You've seen this hybrid courses come in because you need to have these hybrid skills. It's not only technology. You need to understand people. You need to understand buying behavior. Then you apply technology over there to become to put your solution across. You know, how do you manage clients? How do you manage high pressure negotiations, right? Those are things where abhi kya hai na, pyramid jo hai, it may change, right? I mean, abhi it's in a different manner. People जैसे आप बोल रहे थे, right? It took me 23 years to be here. The next generation may take 10 years to be there. So how do they quickly upskill themselves so that they don't have to wait too long to get to the next level where negotiation will be required, skills will be required there, analytical skills will be required there. Every day you'll have a problem on your plate. How do you solve that rather than your manager solving it?
Right.
So some of these skills are becoming important, and these are softer skills, but technical skills abhi hygiene ho gaya. So I think there's no point there.
Right. So one last question, Achyuta, for you. How can Indian tech companies better align their strategies to compete globally? Because ये तो must है, हमें globally compete करना ही पड़ेगा. Few things that we have to make sure कि हम रखें अपने.
तो देखिए, if you look at technology industry, इंडिया में जो ये $283 billion की मैं जो बात कर रहा था, उसमें से $224 billion एक्सपोर्ट्स है. Okay, so about 75-80% of revenues in the tech sector exports ही है. उस exports में 62% US जाती है. ठीक है, that is US. 18% आपका UK जाता है, 11% आपका rest of Europe जाता है, बाकी 10% आपका rest of the world जाता है, which is APAC and everything else. So that's how our revenues are structured. So IT as such is a hugely export-oriented business. and that is definitely there. And key strengths हमारा क्या है? One is people. We have a lot of people with a lot of skills, with a lot of experience. Experience is the key thing. Okay,
Right.
people बहुत सारे countries में है, but building having that 30 years, 35 years, 40 years of IT experience, that's the big thing. People come here for their experience. Lot of the technology company clients who are there, जिन्होंने GCC खोल के रखा है यहाँ पे, उनका इंडिया बिजनेस नहीं है. They only come to India because there's this population there who know,
Right.
who have the skills and they come there. So that's the first one. Second is the cost advantage. वो कभी जाने नहीं वाला है इंडिया का. So the cost advantage will always be there. Third is supportive policies. Government is very supportive when it comes to the tech sector. You know, you have had the SEZ policy, the STPI policy, the telecom liberation really helped, right? Work from home enablement, jab COVID hua, right? All those things. Those are definitely policies that have supported the tech industry to go where it is. So it's a very supportive infrastructure environment that is there. Cities infrastructure काफी अच्छे हुए हैं. India is the only country where you have IT technology being delivered from 50 plus cities.
Right.
कोई और देश नहीं है जहाँ पे 50 शहर से डिलीवर होता है इंडिया में, और हमने उसको काउंट किया है, 50 शहर बनाया है. ऑफ कोर्स टॉप 6 सिटीज में 85% हो जाता है, रिमेनिंग 15% जो है वो बाकी के 45 सिटीज में होते हैं. सो वी आर स्टिल टॉप हेवी. But we've seen a lot of companies move to tier 2, tier 3 locations and set up shop over there. So that is definitely there. So the cost advantage, the infrastructure is there. It's improving, right? I mean, so many airports have come up, so many metros, so many flyovers, right? Definitely infrastructure improvement is there. Policy support I've already talked about. इनोवेशन वी टॉक्ड अबाउट. हम बोलते हैं कि इंडिया में पेटेंट्स होते नहीं है पहले, बट अभी इंडिया में लास्ट ईयर 90,000 पेटेंट्स फाइल हुए थे एंड 100,000 पेटेंट्स वर ग्रांटेड, which is very good. There is an interest, but देखिए इंडिया का शेयर पेटेंट्स में 2%, 2.5% है, चाइना का शेयर 48% है. So I keep saying this, that हम बोलते हैं चाइना इतना आगे है,
इतना आगे है, और आज भी इंडियंस जाते हैं चाइना में अपना.
yes, हाँ. और यूएस 17% है. So they are nowhere, they're very far away from China also.
यूएस भी तो चाइना से ले रहा है सामान.
हाँ, so that's why I'm saying कि I think ये सब इंडिया में अच्छा हो रहा है, and that's the reason why India has continued to grow. But I think high value products create करना, entrepreneurship drive करना, and like you said, right, how do we build the next Google? I think that should be always be in the minds of every entrepreneur who's
Right.
going to sleep in the night saying that ये सपना देख के मैं सोने जाने वाला हूँ.
Amazing Achyuta, I think it was an amazing conversation. और
Yeah.
अब मुझे पूरे इतनी conversation के बाद एक बात पता चल गई है कि you are very good with numbers.
हाँ.
You know everything, और आपने AI बिल्कुल यूज नहीं किया अपनी रिपोर्ट्स में. You have actually calculated them, because
Yeah.
जो खुद से कैलकुलेट करता है, सर्वे करता है ना, उसको ही
हम्म.
पता होता है कि
हम्म.
इतने टिप्स पे कि क्या
हम्म.
80% है,
हम्म.
कितने पेटेंट्स फाइल हुए हैं, क्या जीडीपी की है, एवरीथिंग. यू हैव एवरीथिंग ऑन टिप्स.
हम्म.
सो आई थिंक
हमारे जनरेशन में AI था ही नहीं ना, so we learned the hard way.
Right. And you are actually still using it, and you're not
Yeah.
availing AI because you trust
Yeah.
what you are doing is a better way.
Yeah.
Right?
क्योंकि आप जैसे होस्ट मिल जाते हैं जो एक गलती पकड़ते हैं, फिर आई डोंट वांट टू बी इन दैट सिचुएशन, राइट?
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for being here and giving us so many insights. So guys, मैं आपको यही कहना चाहूँगी after this podcast, जब भी आप कुछ भी अपना स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करें, टेक केयर ऑफ दीज स्टेप्स. एक सर्वे करें, इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. और जो रिपोर्ट्स NASSCOM आउट करता है, इट इज़ एक्चुअली इंपॉर्टेंट यू रीड दोज, क्योंकि उसमें काफ़ी सारी इंसाइट्स होती हैं. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, येस, हमें इंडिया का गूगल बनाना ही ये सपना आज मुझे और आप सबको देखना ही होगा. एंड लेट्स कंट्रीब्यूट टू द GDP ऑफ इंडिया एज वेल. और हमें ग्रो करना है और अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी को भी इवॉल्व कराना है. सो गाइज, कीप सब्सक्राइबिंग एंड कीप लविंग आवर वीडियोज. टिल देन, बाय बाय एंड टेक केयर.